into something. Here we go. Let's hit it now. Arnie Showman, speaking of Chili's.
TGI Thursdays, everybody. TGI Thrawn Thursday.
Happy Thrawn Thursday. Thanks for
here at
tuning
CHEWIE'S, baby back ribs.
I got the chicken tender blasters. It's early. How's everybody feeling? Another great episode of Ahsoka. Kind of, a middling one. Not as full of cameos as the last, but certainly
didn't need to be.
It's the new story they're trying to establish, right?
I gotta tell you, I disagree. I think I know they're not cameos, but I think this was arguably more packed.
This was very packed, despite not having the title character in it at all.
I didn't think there was any fucking way they were going to give us Thrawn and Ezra in the same episode.
I feel weird about that.
When Thrawn popped up, I was like, okay, well now there's no way. Like Ezra's going to be like the next episode. I didn't think Thrawn was going to be in this episode. I thought it was going to be at least one more episode of like, oh, we're waiting for Thrawn, and they're just look at him.
Not since Bane, not since Tom Hardy's Bane has there been such an entrance and such a.
It was awesome. It was awesome, and it was because it was classic Star Wars. Power of the unit and the army that's organized, and it's the falling in step, and it's the complete strict feeling of an organized, clearly a chaotic Star Wars world. And that's why here's the introduction of someone who knows what they're doing regardless.
His zombie army,
because everyone
zombie army. Yeah, I was curious. I was talking
please
I was talking with Ari about this last night. I'm not familiar with what the deal is with Thrawn's whole army. Are they zombies?
A lot of people are thinking they are, just because you've already seen the Night Sisters can reanimate dead shit, and you already saw it with Marek. And Thrawn had troopers on that Star Destroyer when Ezra took them away, but their armor is all fucked up and repaired, and they're wrapped in that same red cloth shit that's all over the Night Sisters. So it's and the fact that Enoch sounds exactly the same as Marek, a lot of people are thinking that his army isn't actual troopers; they're all dead reanimated troopers.
Which makes deal a few times of I'm gonna have to impose upon you more, and the sisters keep saying destiny demands this. So it's clear that everybody is working together to move the plot forward in Galaxy A back there, or so it seems.
Yeah, I don't know what the name.
Also, this is all magic. He keeps bringing up magic, so it's very Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and Jedi's are magic, and it's an old world where
it's not really magic. It's them using the dark side and not knowing.
Well, he says magic to them.
Oh, yeah, he just doesn't know what else to call it. I mean, they don't even know what else to call it, but they're using the dark side.
I will say this is what makes Baylan so phenomenal, because he is like him across the sci-fi franchises and fantasy. There's the end of it all, because they keep seeing repetition and they're exhausted. I see it everywhere else, but him representing that in this space, along with okay, we do magic now. Look, we can't find Ezra on this planet, and we're gonna let her do it. We're gonna let Sabine do it. First of all, if these women can see the future, these witches can see the future, he doesn't have the they're on. It's quite likely that there'll be a scene where it's actually people here. It's Baylan, Shin, some other people, and then these random it's who like it's just another alien species. Although it does seem like Balin will like, take control of the bandits, and there'll be a whole other thing.
I think they could take their masks off and be like Pelimata or something like that. You know. Like,
see, I think there have been too many characters so far that have looked suspiciously like Knights of Ren. Like all those little mercenary dudes that are rolling with Balin and Shin all look suspiciously like the Knights of Ren.
The bandits.
So are you saying they would be or that's happening right now?
I'm wondering if there's something that builds to the Knights of Ren if Balin has something to do with the Knights of Ren.
But then that sucks because his mission is in like ultimately, it all just goes back to the dark Sith instead of.
Well, then the Knights of Ren weren't Sith, though. That's the thing. Like,
but they got Kylo Ren took them over in this new world, right? Like in the old.
Kylo wasn't a Sith, though.
I mean, he was a wannabe Sith, okay? And they were doing what Snoke said, and they were all acting all Sithy. He had a red lightsaber as far as marketing goes.
Yeah,
like, totally with you. Yeah. Yeah. And also, so do people who are like, I'm not a Jedi, but there's what?
Balin's got an orange lightsaber.
Well, yeah.
Hey, that means a lot, right? A little
bit, I can't really.
But I mean, that's the same thing. As like Kylo even says at one point, he's like, the Jedi, the Sith, forget about all of them. Let's destroy them both. It's like the Knights of Ren weren't meant to be Sith. They weren't Sith. Kylo wasn't really a Sith. Kylo used the dark side, but wasn't a Sith. Given he followed like the same Sith practices, he did kill his master and tried to kill his old master and shit like that. But I'm wondering if they're gonna tie into that origin somehow in there, because this era would be probably around the time the Knights of Ren are forming in the first place. Because like the Knights of Ren were named for a dude named Ren, and Kylo kills that guy and takes them over. So it's like I'm wondering if
is
Balin and
Ren, or is Shin Hati Ren?
Oh, I think Ren was a dude. There was a comic book series that fleshed out the Knights of Ren, but I didn't.
Yeah, Ren looks like he has, cool silver hair, and he's like an edgy dude, and they're like a cool band. And if they're doing that, I guess that would attest, from what I read, Dave Filoni's like, we want to do something that brings it all together. Yeah. So on like the Post-it note that is the Knights of Ren on the wall over trying to put everything back together, I would be surprised if they prioritize over like more about how Ben Solo becomes, and like Luke, the way they've already done Luke dirty in the movies. Like it seems like giving more character development to this round of people, because it's supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga anyway. So maybe they're creating like new verse groups that are based on that history, or you like think old fans can think there, but then they get excited hopefully for something altogether different, because the idea of them being in galaxy feels like, they changed the past in Star Trek. It's like, okay, well, we're doing new now, but I don't really know what the Acolyte is about. So maybe,
early
for the next year.
The Acolytes, 2000, yeah. The Acolytes during the High Republic era, so they're 200 years before Phantom Menace.
Okay.
I just think we should touch on what we were talking about before we went on stream, which is that Adam was making a point that Hu Yang is telling every Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Everything that starts with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Uma, you need to behave.
He's at least a guardian of the Wills.
Right. So,
that's a theory, right?
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It's just like a thing.
Yeah.
It's like a thing people say now.
Mm-hmm. Unconfirmed,
I mean,
though.
This is sort of like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Sort of like what?
Atlanta, where it's like the show Atlanta.
Oh, sure.
Where it's like, is the episode of Atlanta just one of Darius's hallucinations because he's, stoned or something, or actually happening?
Well, it's like I was also saying, like, I don't think, it's probably not like Hu Yang specifically is telling all of the stories. I think he just has all the stories, the same as like R2 has all the stories, and to an extent 3PO has all the stories, and even then like oh god, what were their names?
Sleepy.
Oh fuck.
Angry,
Dopey.
Sneezy, Dopey.
Well, who like
Rogue One?
Oh, Chirrut Imwe's group.
Yeah.
The temple there. Yeah, the Kyber.
They were guardians of the Wills too.
Yeah, man. It's still a religious order, though, right?
I mean, them not so much, but kinda. They're more like, if you had to put like a real world equivalent on Chirrut and Baz, they were like the guys that hang out at the Vatican and know where all the books are.
No, I mean the Guardians of the Wills.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the Guardians of the Wills are basically just like galactic historians in terms of like how the galaxy related to the Jedi and the Sith, and how the Jedi and the Sith related to the galaxy. I've always said if I was in the universe, I would be a Guardian of the Wills.
Okay, I think I had been confused because I was thinking about I'd learned about the shaman of the Wills who supposedly taught Qui-Gon how to become a Force spirit.
Yeah.
And then that knowledge was distilled to Obi-Wan and other people. And I guess those are different things because
the Guardians are just keepers of the history. And it's like they can be Force sensitive, but most times they're not.
Yeah. Okay. And then Wills themselves.
What's that?
Okay.
Shaman of the Wills is a pull now.
Yeah,
I told you, man. It goes deep. It goes back.
Okay,
I just feel like now, after having been learning all this and watching Ahsoka, and maybe I even will watch Andor now. Jordan, we should probably just like burn through it together at some point. I have a lot of appreciation for what the films left out. 5 films. The films make sense if you understand things like wills and midichlorians and things. Shout out to Parks and Rec.
You're ready. We can just start doing some riffs because we got like 7 riffs to get through today.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, welcome to Chili.
Have we not been streaming this whole time?
Were we not streaming?
No, of course we were. Streaming.
Oh my god, I used my brain. Thank
We've
you.
been streaming. I'm just saying we're changing it up now.
Okay, is Pest here?
Oh, I see.
It doesn't feel like we're streaming without Pest.
Welcome back to
Doing
Chili.
the same thing again. Are we
It's a
streaming?
little bit quiet. What did you say, Jordan?
Are we streaming?
We've been streaming for 13 minutes. We're streaming.
13. It felt
Okay.
like 35. Wow.
I'm just.
Well-
why are you still playing that song? It's like the intro song. It's like a sexy intro
That's not
song.
the intro song. That's an intro to the new. It's a transition. A transition.
Oh, it's a transition. Okay, cool.
Introsition.
Cool.
I'm gonna put these on.
All right. So let's start with the Ahsoka sketches document from Adam.
I was just noticing on the first page of my first sketch, I have
Oh, I love that.
I call them the
typo.
the crap people.
I actually thought that's what this was going to be because of that typo. I was like, wow, he went on a totally brilliant sanitation-based direction. Very Slumdog
That's what it
Millionaire,
should have been.
Very edgy.
Fucking garbage, babe. Working in a garbage sanitation union with the crap people. Toby Soprano. All right. You ready, Nida?
Yeah, let's go.
Great.
Ezra, is that you? Hello, I'm looking for Ezra Bridger. Has anyone seen him? Last time I saw him, he was like a teenager, but it's been a while, so I'm betting he probably has like a super patchy beard now or something. Ezra? Can you emerge as a crap person?
Hello there.
What is that?
Hello.
Crab people?
Please. I'm just a
I'm not-
crab god.
I'm not going to hurt you. Wow. Those are snazzy little pants you got on.
Thanks. I made them myself. I go by Gav Rush.
Look, this might be a long shot, but do you know where I can find Ezra Bridger?
What? Who?
Do you know him?
Who are you talking about?
Ezra Bridger.
Wait, what did you say?
Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger. Bridger. Ezra Bridger.
Are you talking about the guy who gave me this?
Am I missing a page?
We talked about
Ari's
ribbing
just
this.
ripping.
We talked about ribbing.
Oh yeah, sorry. I totally missed that for a second.
No. When I give you the patch, you say this. You know.
Oh, I
This
missed that.
is what's the line, Jordan?
What did we do?
Yeah, we never made this an official change. One sec.
Okay, good. Okay.
I'll give
Wait,
it
this
to you now.
symbol? Please.
I'll give it to you now.
We
The
ripped it.
wording is, this is a direct copyright violation of Disney's intellectual property rights.
Okay. All right. This is a direct violation of Disney's intellectual property rights.
Oh man,
This-
Ezra's gonna be.
This direct violation of Disney. This direct violation of Disney's intellectual property rights. Is this what you have?
Or this.
Oh my God, you have this? This violation of Disney's intellectual property rights? Oh my
How
God,
about
you have this too?
This, you made this, but this is
Yeah.
a direct
Okay.
copyright violation of Disney's
Gotcha.
intellectual property. Yeah.
This? You made this? You violated Disney's intellectual property rights to make this yourself? Oh, this one? You have this? You violated Disney's intellectual property rights for this? Or sorry, required.
That's great.
Oh,
I
it's
think
good.
I
Yeah,
think
sorry.
we got that.
I think we
Just
got it.
follow
I
up
think we
with some. Can you say oh, you're in so much trouble now. They're gonna shut down your Etsy shop. Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, wow. You are in trouble. They're going to come for your Etsy. They're going to come for different. You know what? I know someone you can call about this. Oh, wow. Oh, you're in trouble. They're going to come for you. You're going about this. It's not that I know from experience, but you're going. Oh, this? Sorry. Oh, you're in trouble. They're going to, what did you say originally? I forgot.
You're gonna shut down your Etsy shop.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
they're
Etsy
gonna
shop.
shut
Thank
down
you.
your Etsy shop. Yeah.
Oh, you're in trouble. They're going to shut down your Etsy shop.
But I make my own little bow ties and tweed jackets for all of my friends and village people.
Yeah, that's not going to fly, especially if you're doing it for a large group of people. If you're taking orders, if you're doing any of that, you are going to have to do some paperwork.
All right. Well, maybe we should talk to my other little friend about it.
Oh my God, there are a lot of. Have you all been making these?
And then
Is this like a?
Rogu's got to come in.
Here we go.
So someone's got to say they do know Ezra Bridger at some point.
All right. Yeah. I do, you know what? I do know Ezra Bridger.
What in the
Baby Yoda?
Don't you Baby Yoda me, worst Mandalorian.
I am not the worst Mandalorian.
I've only been a Mandalorian for like 45 minutes, and even I know you suck. Who's this?
I'm just a little crab guy.
You mind telling me what the hell it is you think you're doing, guy?
I help find Ezra. I'm the key to saving the galaxy. I is.
You think you're cute, bitch?
I think
Listen.
was designed to be. Kid.
There's only one adorable little creature guy in this new era of the franchise. Got it?
What are you talking about, Baby Yoda?
Oh, he knows! Coming in here with his little pants and his little shirt, trying to hone in on my toy sales.
I'm trying to help, you know. I'm helping you, sir.
You'll never be a character at Disneyland, you fucking scab piece of shit.
But please, sir. I'm half of a rock. I don't want any trouble. When I'm hiding, you can have a seat on me. I have a wife and kids.
Oh, you got kids? What do they look like?
pebbles. A smaller version of me.
Are they cute?
Well,
Are they cute?
yes. Dear God, yes. They're very, very cute.
You know what I do to cute things that aren't me?
Become the best of friends with them.
I fucking eat them.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Baby Yoda, stop!
The name is Grogu!
Yeah. How
That was
It
great,
just gets
Evan.
so dark so fast. But I love it.
was that too loud on his mic, Jordan? Was it peaking for you?
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll-
I think just either take a little bit back, Adam, or
Yeah,
just
I'll
down
come
again a little
back.
bit, yeah,
I'll come back from it.
but that's hilarious. I think we can still make that take work.
I'll take
Yeah.
it, and then I'll back way up for Grogu.
All right.
The name is Grogu!
Great.
All right. Story time with Hu Yang. That one was fun, man.
This one's my favorite. I love this one so much. The fun fact: the original draft of this was just Hu Yang reciting the lyrics to the Weird Al song.
Mm-hmm. I saw. I was reading it. I was like, "Is this just gonna be the saga begins?"
That was the original draft. Was just like Ahsoka, like, this is fucking Weird Al. He just read the whole song, and then I decided erotic fanfic was funnier.
Peter Parker was pitiful. All right. I think I would like a story after all, Hu Yang.
Very well. Should I start at the beginning?
The first was always my favorite.
Mine too, Lady Tano. Mine too. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi were sent to resolve a trade dispute between Naboo and the Trade Federation. Upon arriving at the Trade Federation starship, they knew it was a trap. As they waited for the Viceroy, Master Qui-Gon could sense his Padawan's thoughts wandering. "Downplay your anxiety, Obi-Wan," he said. "Keep your thoughts on the here and now, where they belong." But it wasn't anxiety distracting the young Jedi. Obi-Wan couldn't help but notice that for some reason, the whole situation was making him a little hard.
What?
What?
What was that?
An overlooked detail of the story.
No, it's not. Obi-Wan was never hard. What are you talking about?
He was getting a boner. Just a little chubby.
He didn't have a boner. He sensed they were in danger. I've heard the story 1,000 times.
Can you say with absolute certainty that he didn't have a boner?
Yes. I've heard it from the man himself.
He didn't mention the boners.
He didn't have...
But yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He did not.
In my version, he did.
Oh, who are you, Taylor Swift? In your version.
Deep cut. Yes, it's my erotic fanfic. Do you like it?
No. Tell the normal non-boner version.
Yeesh, fine, prude. The version without any boners. The boring version. The boring, bonerless version.
Thank you.
All right. When they arrived on
Tatooine.
I was getting to it. Do you mind?
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of editing right now.
Okay.
When they arrived on Tatooine, Qui-Gon Jinn could sense the presence of a being the Force seemed to emanate from.
Anakin.
He had been drawn there, the will of the Force at work. Fate, it seemed, had set him on a path that he and Padme met. Fate, it seemed, had set him on a path as he and Padme met a young boy named Skywalker in a Toydarian's junk shop on Mos Espa. Qui-Gon could feel the gravity of the meeting, how its outcome would affect the galaxy for generations to come.
How true that was.
And Padme couldn't help but notice that Watto, the Toydarian that cruelly owned young Skywalker and his mother as slaves, wasn't wearing pants.
Hu Yang.
What? You said no boners. Watto doesn't get a boner. Sorry, I'm going to take that last line back again, but... And Padme couldn't help but notice that Watto, the Toydarian that cruelly owned young Skywalker and his mother as slaves, wasn't wearing any pants.
Hu Yang.
What? You said no boners. Watto doesn't get a boner.
Yeah, but he's not wearing any pants.
Padme tries. Okay. No, Padme tries, but Watto says, "Fat butts don't work on me, only money."
I don't want to. Oh, God. I don't want to hear. I do not want to hear your porn, Hu Yang.
Hey, it is not porn. It's art.
No, it is not art. Just skip to the end of this one. You've ruined the whole story for me.
Very well.
And no boners.
Very well.
And no Jews not wearing pants.
Sorry. Okay.
Look, if you want the story of the universe, there's gonna be some pantsless Jews, all right? There's just gonna be a few pantsless Jews running around somewhere. It's the story of the universe. This is the freaking Bible, basically, all right?
All right.
Oy vey. With the Trade Federation defeated... Are we all quiet now? Quiet down, everybody. That's as anti-Semitic as we're getting this episode. With the Trade Federation defeated and the people of Naboo kept safe, the Jedi, Gungans, and Naboo gathered. The Jedi's, Gungans, and Naboo gathered to celebrate their unity, not knowing that a larger, more sinister plot was unfolding in the shadows. Queen Amidala gifted Boss Nass, leader of the Gungans, with the Globe of Peace, a relic of Naboo, a relic of the Naboo meant to symbolize their unity and the hopes of a greater peace. And Boss Nass gifted Queen Amidala with his huge, throbbing... It's so green.
Why don't we do? It's very
veiny.
Why don't we do very well and no boners, very well, and I'll say, and I didn't like how you did that voice. if we want to tighter out, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Cool.
It's
not
art.
Just skip to the end of this one, Hu Yang. You've ruined it for me.
Very well.
And no boners.
Very well.
And I didn't like the voice that you did for that slave owner, okay? It felt pointed.
Pointed at who? I'm just doing a voice.
All right.
Pointed, interesting choice of words.
It's very six-pointed. Six-pointed.
Oh my God.
Eh?
Pointed like a nose. Should we riff Sabine and Ezra see each other and it's like, oh my God, Sabine, I've missed you. How did you get here? I don't want to talk about it. I'm pretty curious. You want to do that one, Nida?
Let's rock and roll.
Good.
Okay.
Sabine?
Oh my God, Ezra!
I can't believe you made it. I can't believe you crossed all the way across the galaxy. No. I can't believe you made it. I can't believe you crossed all the way across a galaxy and came to a faraway galaxy to find me.
Hey, that's what friends are for.
That's right.
I
We
do.
are friends and nothing more. I'm really happy. I'm really happy to see you. It's crazy. Is Ahsoka here?
No.
How?
No, no. Well,
What about Chopper? That little crazy guy.
the droid. Oh, no, he's not here.
Okay, well, then how'd you get here?
Oh, in the ship. Yeah, and then on this dog horse thing, we have a lot of chemistry. This dog horse thing, and I. You've seen him? Yeah.
That's awesome that you're
Ever
riding.
I say, it's really cool. It's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, you're riding a howler. It sort of seems like you're changing the subject. What ship? That was pretty vague.
It was actually over there, and then the howler. Actually, you wouldn't even believe this. It didn't do what I said. It had no respect for me whatsoever. So I actually had to walk quite a bit to get over here, and there were these bandits, and they were really in the way. So I guess you could say I beat the bandits, and then the howler and I walked over here.
What ship? Which ship?
It was like gold, which is pretty cool because you never see so much gold on ships. It's like didn't really seem like a good space metal. Yeah, no, it was like there's some gold. They're on all of the ships now. You've missed a lot. You've missed
the only ship that.
And you know what's crazy? All these people here, they all have our things. Have you seen that? Have you seen that they have our symbol thing? Yeah. That's not a good idea. They know. I tried to tell them Disney. I tried to warn them. Those Etsy's are getting shut down. How this? It's really serious copyright infringement.
I'm sorry. I just got to slow us down for a second. You're talking a lot about the ship, and then you just changed the subject to something else. What gold ship did you get a ride on? Who gave you a ride?
No one gave me the ride. I just got on the ship because the ship was coming here.
What ship?
A ship. I don't know the ship's name. Do you know every ship's name that you ride?
But Sabine, we are so far away from any. I mean,
I know. I'm so happy to see you.
In the distant history of all Jedi and witches and mankind, only one other person would really know how to find me. Did you catch a ride with Thrawn?
Thrawn, the person that you brought here with you? No, that wouldn't make any sense. I came here on a different ship that he was not on.
So how?
I flew. We fly.
On whose ship?
On a Jedi ship. He is very Jedi-like.
All right. I want you to try something for me.
Yeah.
I want you to say, yeah, the howler. The howler's really cool. Is that a saddle?
Yeah.
Like, where did you get? You didn't eat. How would you? Yeah. Like, make a thing.
Should I give in eventually?
I don't know if you should give in. I think you should say it's not important. Stuff like
okay.
That. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Because what she says in the episode is like, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Well.
Later, and I can go.
It's a long story. Yeah.
Tell me now.
Okay.
You know. Uma, you are crazy right now. I'm on. She's like, hey, pay attention to me. Sorry. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna get her.
Dude,
my horse dog.
Her chemistry with the horse dog. Dog horse.
Those howlers are great.
Yeah.
In the first shot of Peridia, the landscape where like you can see fucking
Idaho
Mordor Tower, like Isengard Tower, right? And like the howlers are like howling off in the corner of the screen. I was like, bro, that's so cool. I just want to know more about those things. And like,
yeah, they did really that, and the crab people like combined, and they're having little interaction between those species. It was like, okay, interesting tactic where they're like, not everything is about being cute, but it also is. And look how cute this little fight is. They're so cute.
This episode introduced more toys per minute than any other Star Wars entity I've ever seen.
Do you think both of those things will be good toys?
Yes. I think they both get cuted up to be plushies, but
I would buy the shit out of the crab people.
Yeah. The crabs have to be plushified, yeah.
Room full of those crab people.
If they figure out how to make the toys unroll and move like a droid, because they made BB-8.
Not to mention just the backpacks. that are
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be very
You know what I
backpacky.
mean?
Yeah.
And then Enoch, because the #1 selling toy from the sequel trilogy was Captain Phasma,
Yeah.
which was like super dope.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But she was also like uber stormtrooper.
I was so mad at how unimportant Phasma was.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
sad, really.
That's something I'll 100% blame Ryan Johnson for, because like she's set up to be a way bigger deal than she ended up being.
The whole thing with Finn being like a deserter, right?
Yeah.
And a coward,
like
and pathetic.
But more than anything, it was just good to be like, I don't know. For me, that's just like, that's storytelling 101, right? Where it's like,
Yeah.
anyone who has ever like written a story or co-written with someone or done an improv scene understands that like Finn had a very clear beginning story arc.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He starts and he's like this, and then he has a place to go where like, okay, he'll end up here at the end of 3 movies. That's where we'll get him. But like, yeah. And Phasma
Then
is his Darth Vader, everyone.
Yeah.
And that's an
has
amazing. It's amazing. It didn't exist before. Plotline, that character, like somebody who is actually looking up and rebelling that you can get rebellious is as a stormtrooper to turn on what is such a tall, like clear cut figure.
She's such a tall woman.
She's such a tall woman.
Such
and like
a tall woman.
you already know that that's scary. Like,
well, it's like after Force Awakens, everyone was like, "Oh, Phasma's gonna be the new Boba Fett. She's set up to be the new Boba Fett." And then Ryan Johnson like took that super literally and was like, "I'm gonna give her the lamest death I can."
Yeah, she's set up to get
and make her almost completely irrelevant immediately.
I'm gonna kill her the same way that like meerkats probably kill each other in the plains.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
What's part
her origin book is way cooler than anything else.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out.
It's a lot of like her murdering people to get to the top.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
When someone do that,
yeah,
they die. Okay, let's party.
Okay. You just take it from the top.
Yeah.
Sabine, I can't believe you found.
Ezra, I was looking for you. Sorry, Ezra, I've been looking everywhere for you.
You crossed across the galaxy just to find me. How did you get here? How'd you do it?
I'll tell you about that later. For now, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too, but why do you want to tell me about it later? Why don't you just... Seems like it'd be a pretty easy thing to just say.
Well, we have so much to do right now. We have to catch up. I mean, it took me so long to get here, and you have this village of crap. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, they're just sort of Dickensian orphans, but they're turtle crab things in rocks and pebbles.
That's so cool, man. It's so cool what you got going on here.
Yeah, that's about it for me. How about you? How did you get here again?
You know, it's not that important. What's important is that we're here together, finally.
I mean, it is kind of important. 10 years. I mean, look at my beard.
Yeah, I love the beard. Yeah, I thought that you might do. I mean, have you seen?
Long journey. You got a long.
Have you seen
long
my
journey.
hair though?
It's great.
Yeah, it's short.
Cut your hair. You look great, buddy.
Thanks.
I wanted to circle back to something we talked about earlier. How did you get here? Who brought you here? Did you come alone?
There were other people there too. You know, the ship here. It was great. Yeah, and then
was it the
we do really.
You can see from miles away because it's over a mile long. Was it Thrawn's giant Star Destroyer that just docked over
Thrawn? Thrawn's Star Destroyer? How would I? That doesn't even. How could I get here on Thrawn's ship? Ship is so big. I saw it. Yeah, I see it now here too. That's huge.
Yeah, it's docked on that thing that looks like a. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, no, I've been around it. I came down that, but it was, not that big a deal.
So you did. You came on his ship. You were on his ship.
No, I was never on his ship. Not I was on that platform, but it was different. It was different.
Okay, so this
Can
rat dog.
can I jump in real quick here?
Yeah.
Because
Please.
this is great. I want to give one little note. Nida, you're too good at deflecting.
Because I'm like, I don't know what to. I'm just not going to tell him, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you're doing great, and Sabine is not this smart.
No, that's a problem.
In the sketch, right? So go. I mean, feel free. You have total.
You can also tell me what to do.
Yeah. No. I mean, because what you're doing is great, but you just have total. You have total availability to just be like, oh, I'm just tired.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. So I can just be really like dumb. Okay, not dumb, but just really not answer.
Because then it's kind of funny. The more pointed Ari
the questions are, okay,
the more vague you can be like, oh God, I'm so sleepy. Like,
okay,
you can just get bigger and bigger. Yeah.
So I won't actually. I keep trying to answer his question, and I'll just kind of. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No need to answer the question. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again.
So how'd you get here?
I'm kind of tired. Maybe we could talk about it later.
I'm tired too. It's probably a long journey. I'm just wondering, what who did you take the journey with? What was the deal with your journey? What ship did you?
Wow.
How'd you?
I have so many questions. I missed the. But it was the journey was long.
First question?
Yeah, you were Ezra. It's so good to see you. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a big a deal. We can just get into it in a little bit. In a little bit.
What's not a big deal? Why do you keep deflecting? What are you talking about?
Deflecting?
What's not a big deal?
What is a big deal? You seem stressed.
I'm only stressed because
what?
Any other ship come in here other than Thrawn's giant star destroyer, and it docked on the big dick in the middle of the and it docked on the big dick in the middle of the plane.
Whoa. You've been out here.
And it docked on the big dick in the middle of the canyon. I've been here traveling with my nomad turtles for forever, and I just I'm wondering if I've been gone for like 10 years. It took you 10 years to find me. You show up alone on the day that Thrawn docks. I mean, he came in and his ship docked on that thing. It was like, Jordan was trying to do it.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to. I know what you're trying to do.
Trying to thread the needle.
Yeah. Okay, so they're like turtles and not like crabs.
Okay, so you're.
Wow, I totally read this wrong.
So you're asking about all my friends now, like. And that's
friends, that must be nice.
It's going to be awesome to talk to you about it and everything that's happened here in this world. But what's more important to me, how did you get here? I don't want to talk about it later. I want to talk about it now. How did you find me?
Nida, say that's great. That's great. Nida, say they're getting ready. It looks like everyone's like, Yeah, that's a great tag. You can I just want to get one beat where you're like, "Oh, it looks like everyone's packing up. We got to help them pack up. We got to help the turtle people." Yeah.
Oh, hey, the turtle, not crab. People are all packing up. We should help them. We should help them pack.
I don't want to do that. I want you to answer
me. What was your question again? I'm already helping. This is me helping.
How did you? You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna text Thrawn.
Great.
You can.
Thank you.
You can. Thank you.
I'm just gonna text him.
Okay. Midi Colonians.
Midi
Colonians. What a dumb. I've never felt
that was so fun. Thank you guys.
Dumber. Great job, Nida.
Adam, will you read Witches?
Hmm?
Will you read the Witches?
Who?
In Midi Colonians?
No, I didn't hear who you want to read the Witches.
You.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I was just confirming. I just heard, "Will you read the witches?" And I was like, "Who's he talking to?" Yeah.
Nida, could you read Morgan?
Gladly, yeah. Okay. Where is Thrawn?
He comes. It reeks of Jedi.
That would be me.
So hot.
New from the CHEWIE'S Corporation comes the only spray. New from the CHEWIE'S Corporation comes the only spray-on deodorant that gives you the unmistakable scent of the Force. Midi-chlorians. Let your inner luminous beings loose with midi-chlorians, just like these satisfied customers.
Hi, I'm Ahsoka Tano. Obi-Wan always said your eyes can deceive you, but your nose can't. Midi-chlorians gives me the boost to be the best Padawan turned Jedi turned not Jedi turned kind of Jedi I can be.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. But no one is suffering from BO with midi-chlorians.
I was just an orphan moisture farmer on a planet made of a literal desert. No girl would even look at me. One spray of midi-chlorians, and I was so irresistible, a princess kissed me.
Wasn't that your sister? Wasn't that your sister?
We didn't know. How could we have known?
So what are you waiting for? Don't reek of sweat. Reek of Jedi with midi-chlorians. Available now in a galaxy far, far away.
Nailed it.
That was so funny.
I'm gonna go back and just do the
He
Luke lines really quickly.
I was just an orphan moisture farmer on a planet made of literal desert. No girls would even look at me. One spray of midi-chlorians, and I was so irresistible, a princess kissed me. We didn't know. How could we have known? We didn't know. How could we have known? Great. All right, that's all I needed to do. Thanks. I needed some takes.
Great. Do you miss it? Adam, and Nida.
Yeah.
I'm Balin, right?
No, you're shit.
Okay.
I mean, we could do that, and I could go back to the like, "Do you miss it?" But yeah,
I feel like that would be funny. Do you miss it? The Jedi Order. Or sorry. Do you miss it? The Jedi Order?
I miss the idea of it, the promise of what it could be. Also, the cafeteria. That was pretty nice.
Oh?
Oh yeah, but that's it.
I see. But you think there is a future here.
Thought of something else. Right. We had this state-of-the-art gym, and it was free for us to use. 24 hours a cycle. Can you believe that? And it was free on Coruscant. You ever heard of such a good deal?
No, I'm not from the system of central planets, so
Well, trust me, that's insane.
I'll have to take your word for it.
But other than the gym, the cafeteria, the promise of what it could be, and the idea of the Jedi Order, no, I don't miss it. And there was free laundry, and the health insurance was pretty good.
Did you get dental?
Dental? What are you, nuts? No one covers dental. Only chopped off hands or legs or the odd lightsaber wounds. You know, normal stuff. Still, it was pretty great. And we had karaoke night. Days getting loaded off of blue milk teenies and just jamming until the sun came up.
Master, it sounds like you really miss the Order.
No, it was all pretty boring, really. Just boring, normal stuff.
Hey, it's okay if you did miss it. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Fun? You think the Jedi Order was fun? You think hot fudge sundae parties and endless libraries and group discounts at the local opera were fun? Okay, but yeah, that sounds pretty fun, but it was a lot of work.
You train me in a literal sewer system of my planet. You train me in a literal sewer system of my planet.
You think that's
On my
bad?
planet. Right, on my planet.
You train me in a literal sewer system on my planet.
You think that's bad? We had to learn from that droid, Hu Yang.
Wait, the sassy robot with Ahsoka? He seems great.
Yeah, he was pretty great.
All right, well, I think I quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Can I do the sewer system thing again?
Yeah.
You train me in a literal sewer system on my planet.
You think that's bad? We had to learn from that droid, Hu Yang.
Wait, the sassy robot with the Ahsoka? He seems great.
Yeah, he was awesome.
All right, well, I think I quit.
Fuck, me too.
It was so good, and Jordan was so funny.
So stupid. Thank you guys.
Thank you. It
I
was
just
so
like
good.
I like blue milk teenies.
I'm like I'm devastated. The cup is not. This is not around for this.
What you know? What we
He was
needed
in
to
the
do
village.
was Sabine in her cell and the cup is guard.
Yeah.
And she was trying to use the Force again.
Yeah.
It really came to me that I was like, okay. Like when she did that, I was like, this is the perfect chance for that cup to come in and roast her again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think,
yeah, and that's
I
why
think
she's
we got to give the cup
a
just
break.
let the cup
An off
take a knee
week.
this
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
You can't have too much of a good thing, right? You have to
Yeah,
have a little bit less.
Then,
of a good
then it just
character that
becomes
everyone
at
loves.
some point it just becomes the cup show.
Yeah.
Right. Return of the Cup.
We got 3 cups. He'll be back. I
yeah,
firmly believe when Sabine finally does use the Force, he will be back.
Oh my god, it's so
What
frustrating.
about like the anatomy of a scene, like breaking down a scene? Dave Filoni breaks down Thrawn's return, and it's just like, I really wanted him to come in. So what I really wanted was for the giant ship to come in, you know and love, and it flies above everybody. And right as it's about to port, you see that it's going to port on this big platform that raises up, 30, 40 stories from the desert. And then we get a massive wide shot. And slowly the ship comes down on it. And it's like, oh.
I could have sworn Adam.
And look at this. Look at the shaft. Look at the shaft. Let me just draw.
This is the bit that we were doing last night. We spent, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes trying to figure out like how can we fit in that bit of like insertion.
George Lucas just comes in. He's like, well, originally the history of starships being inserted by towers is you'll see it on Rogue One. You'll see it all around. The towers always fit into the ships, like a little, just a little, into the. So you see Cloud City, it's already round, and then we thought, I'm not good at that. The sexy stuff.
Looks
not
like
for
boobies.
Anything that doesn't fit into one will fit into another.
Leave the sexy stuff to the professionals, okay?
Clearly.
It's like, where's Hu Yang?
Yes,
He would love this
we're
shit.
professional perverts, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, teach me your ways, the ways of this
when
type of Jedi.
When I was writing the Hu Yang sketch, before I just like bullshitted all of the erotic fanfic, I was looking at actual erotic fanfic to like just copy paste.
Casually.
Yes,
that was research that you were doing.
research
That you were doing.
Yeah.
It is so fucking depraved.
Honestly, Adam, I actually have done a lot of research in this area, and depravity isn't one way to look at it. Another is like absolute genius marketing. The characters that are chosen to go into parody pornography, it's like it all just speaks to, the same thing of financial investment globally in a certain character or another.
There was one where Rey fucked BB-8.
Nope, my research did not extend to that.
Mm-hmm.
And
How'd you
Unkar
like it? Do you have
plot.
any notes for me?
This is written. This is written stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
It was like BB-8
So-
rolled between her
Like
most
that?
thighs and started vibrating.
Yeah, would
I
you
was like-
say that was like it was good writing? How would you
It was-
criticize
it was-
the writing,
it was-
though?
The writing was clunky, but I still came. So
Okay, what?
Oh my God.
Would you call that a successful
I
product
always
delivery?
say that for Ari. I mean, I delivered a product, so
Yeah, that's what I'm
Enough.
hearing.
It's one thing when we're talking about shit. Fucking
Oh, I had a pitch then since we finished our like so many of these. But I had one based on episode 5, the line of like there's a moment where Hu Yang is emotionally supporting both Hera and says something nice about Ahsoka, and they both smile and feel good about themselves because that's Hu Yang's purpose. So I don't know what this would be called, but I just thought it'd be funny if Jordan was kind of social commentating, because Hu Yang goes, and that, General, is why people like you. And then Hera's like, wow, thanks, Hu Yang. Your praise makes the difficulty of the situation more tenable. And then Ahsoka says, we have to be focused for all you know. Thrawn is laughing at us, blah, blah, blah. And Hu Yang goes, Lady Tano's tenacity is why people like her. She'll kill anything that stands in the way. It's among her most admirable traits. And then Sabine shows up. She goes, what do people like about me, Hu Yang? And then I figured you could say a bunch of stuff. And these are just ideas that I'm learning to do. It's not about doing it. But all I could think of the ending was, did someone tell you can talk to me now? Sabine,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did someone say it was your turn to
type
speak?
it out and send it next time. Dude.
Yeah.
I will. No, these are episode
yeah.
5. So I was just practicing,
That's
but
fine.
I wanted to
That's
tell you
fine.
guys about them.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, fun.
Yeah, just type it
And
out.
I had one called Anxious Ahsoka. And because Anakin said she lacks conviction, so she gets self-conscious about it, and she's girl talking with Hera, and she's like, I don't know, he just like said I like lacked conviction or whatever, and Hera will be like, girl, what did he say? And then she gets upset, and then Hu Yang gets upset, and Jason's like, girl, you can't let people talk to you like that when you're fighting in space or whatever. And Jason's just like, I just thought it'd be funny to have like sassy Jason stuff. And then a third one, I just want to tell you guys my ideas for fun. And then the last part is just it's called Why Won't You Fight Me? Or just called Fight Me. And Jason is just like, Hu Yang, Hu Yang, Hu Yang. And you just go, what? He goes, train me. Train me. Train me. Train me. That's it. The whole joke is just me. I'm saying, someone saying fight me, and then him saying train me to you. And that's it.
Train
Oh,
me,
and the
bro.
last one is Purgles gossiping as they go through space and watch all this shit going down. Those are my ideas.
Nice.
Those are awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, they felt fun.
We should do the
It was an
Purgle one
episode
next
5
week.
thing,
Sure.
but next week I want to do Purgle shit. Seems fun. They're already gone. I feel like the Purgles are just now.
No.
Although I think they're going to be blown up a lot, right? There's just going to be some massive destruction of Purgles next episode with prejudice.
Yeah.
As he said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys watch The Witcher, or have you?
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first season. And then
I'm watching season 3 with my sister now. I was really excited for it. Look forward to it all year. Lars Mikkelsen is like, this is his year. Like 2024, man. He is amazing in The Witcher, and his character there versus his character here. People are just talking about it online. It is so awesome to see that one. He's freaking crazy good. He's Stregobor in The Witcher, dude.
Oh,
like, oh my God, he's amazing. Yeah. And just his character. Yeah. And I watched that last night, and then I'm watching this, and I'm like, dude, this guy is showing up, and Mads is so big already. Now it's like the year of Lars.
Yeah. He was the voice of Thrawn too. It's like I love that they got him to do the live action Thrawn, because live action Thrawn sounds exactly like the cartoon now. Thank God.
Well, he's performing it so epically, and it'll be
Yeah.
interesting how for next week anyway, when you guys when we have Thrawn in stuff, because Ahsoka's song that we have and like just the idea of Thrawn to me was even so epic, and they did it so smoothly this episode. I don't think anyone could be mad with this arrival. He's just like, oh, here he is, by the way.
Yeah.
It just took forever to get here because of the need for all the maps, but yeah, no, he's trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
All right, can I pitch a game to end the stream?
Yes, we'd love.
All right. One thing you think is you expect to happen in the next episode. Something that you either expect to happen or really want to see happen in the next episode.
Not a kiss between Ezra and Sabine.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Total
the question
celibacy.
was, but just throwing it out there.
That's great. A strictly platonic relationship. I love that.
They had a good hug.
It was a long one, and she did that thing. She pulled away, and then she like looked at him and was like, "Wow," and then she like went to touch him and like chucked him on the arm. It was crazy.
And he had the bro one where he was like, yeah, let's go. Okay, who's first?
Adam. Well, Nida, you were first.
Well, yeah, mine was not a real contribution.
Adam,
Someone dies.
you want someone to die?
Balin
No, he's so good.
or
I don't know if they
Ezra.
would kill Balin because it seemed like
They planned to keep Balin until Ray Stevenson died.
Hmm.
I think I don't know when it'll be, but I don't think we make it out with the whole cast intact. I think somebody dies.
Yeah, they can't.
I'm kind of hoping it's
I think-
Sabine.
I think Luke or Han or Kira.
Kira, I could definitely
See, there are a lot of people talking about like, oh, Maul's gonna pop up, and it's like Maul's been dead for like 20 years at this point. I think Kanan definitely shows up by the end, even if it's just
that makes
Freddy's
sense.
voice.
As a
I think
Force
Kanan-
ghost?
Yeah, I think Kanan definitely.
Maybe he talks to his son.
And I think we get one more Anakin too. I think,
I mean,
yeah, I think we get one
Dude.
more Anakin, and I think Kanan shows up at some point.
That'd be
he's
so
so
cool.
prominent in all of the art.
Also,
Well,
five
I sent you
stars
that-
pay.
There was that behind the scenes video they did of Hayden and Rosario. In the background is the Grogu puppet.
The Grogu puppet is on a thing for eyeline.
Yeah,
That's for eyeline. So
But-
you could look up and see.
but why the fuck was the Grogu puppet there?
I don't think that.
Why
was-
not? Why wouldn't they put that in every photo anywhere?
I think we're using something cute for eyeline.
I see. I don't think Dave Filoni would just be like, let's pull out the puppet.
I think he would strategically place them around the scene to remind everyone who's in charge,
That could be.
like the
It's just
cast
like,
and
no,
crew
we-
in production.
we
they're
work
they're
for
all
this
Disney
little
nanny
fucker.
cams. They're all Disney nanny cams, bro.
Yeah.
They're in our houses,
Let
in our
everyone-
bedrooms, watching our kids.
Just let everyone
Zeb,
just remind
really
everybody
rebel
like
up,
this
show up.
is the new Mickey. This is the new
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Grogu here.
Yeah,
Zeb-
exactly.
Zeb is the only one who hasn't shown up.
I think
You think Zeb's gonna
I-
come?
I
Oh
don't
yeah, I
think-
think Zeb shows up at some point.
I don't think next
What do you-
episode. though.
No, it's
What do
like
you think happens-
finale
oh, sorry.
there for a blip.
What's your prediction, Jordan?
I think the little crab dudes are gonna show that they can fight in the next episode.
They're gonna come to the first galaxy. They're gonna crew the ship. They're gonna make a ship up. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
they're in.
I
It's going
genuinely
down.
think that they are filling the Ewok slot.
Can we
Sure.
talk about how he was wearing a little suit, tuxedo
Yeah.
suit?
Yes.
They knew.
Like a tailored suit.
It was
Yeah.
tailored to perfection. High waisted, high waisted.
Mhm.
Got your little Gavroche shout out. Honestly, actually, song pitch idea like a Oompa Loompa song, but with the crab people and not crab people from South Park. Finding a
pretty
way
funny.
to do that, not those two, would be great.
Mhm.
It's so clear that if it was played by a man, it would be Tom Holland.
Timothy Chalamet.
From 2000.
Mhm.
Oh, if the two of them played brothers, crab brothers. Maybe we
Bring
should
me
pitch
the
that to
Chalamet
them.
twins. Bring me the
Chalamet-esque.
Wonka boys.
Oh my God, what if you two were the Wonka boys, but
Wonka
crab
boys.
people?
Oh.
All right. Well, great question. Great bits. Great working with everybody. Sorry, Uma's been on me all day today. She wants
Love
to be
you,
part of the
Uma.
stream.
Love you, darling.
We love you, Uma. I love you guys.
She stops as soon as
Love
I
you guys
leave.
too. This was so much
Yeah.
fun. Thank you.
I'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Bye.